Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Sandra. This is the view from my potting shed and I'm here. Let me just press the button on the camera and you should see me. Oh gosh, in the sun today. Beautiful sun. Morning, Claire. Hope you're well. Haven't seen you for ages. Anyway, what are we doing today? Gosh knows. Anyway, just to show you an update. These are the morning Matthew, morning Betsy. These are the dwarf sunspot sunflowers, which were sown on the 31st of March, and that's how they are today. Got a little way to go before we start potting them on, but that's how they are. So there's 10 growing quite well in there. You can see how the seeds sort of poke up and the outside of the seed head sort of disappears. Very interesting. Anyway, so that's sunflowers coming on. I've got this tray of Cleome. Morning Susan, morning Ray. Hello ducks, hello ducks. You can tell Susan's Northamptonshire, can't you? Calling me duck. Oh, it's a slow connection. Hope you can still see me all. These are Cleome, and what I do with these is I prick these out straight into pots, sort of 2.5 3 inch pots. Just to show you, this is one that was done 2 or 3 weeks ago, and you can see the difference in the size of the plant just by putting it on. These are from the same. Whoops! Why is it doing that? Come back, you super. That's it. These are that's from the same tray of plants, so you can see the difference it makes. So what David should have done is prick more out at the time, but I can't do everything at the same time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my gloves off in a second, Ray, if you're watching. We'll just use one of these brown pots here because I can't see a grey, brown, light brown. I use these sort of reddish ones. So fill it right to the top. Then with my super duper, take my gloves off this because they're too delicate to pick up. Just get my super duper stainless one today, and we just dip down, loosen the roots and below the roots, and then pick up the plant. Lots and lots of compost on that one, but that's absolutely fine. Just dip a hole in the centre and just firm it gently round. And it will need a little spray. David didn't bring a sprayer in today. I told you things go wrong. There you go, and that's Cleome. So I don't lose sight of that, I'll just label it up now. And these Cleome are they're a mixture. They're called Colour Fountain Mix. So Cleome Colour Fountain Mix, and the date I put on the labels is the date the seed was sown, so it's the 22nd of March. There you go. That will just get watered in, transferred to the greenhouse where it will be brought on. Just to let you know that lots of garden centres and plant suppliers are now, gosh, it's windy, can you hear the wind? Anyway, yeah, lots of plant suppliers have got their summer bedding plants already. Well, I can't grow plants as quick as that because I would need heat on in the greenhouse all the time, and that's not going to happen. So you know, you're going to get plants from me when they're ready. Naturally, the only heating I have in the greenhouse is like a frost stat to stop them getting frosted at night, but they're not being heated to grow on in the same way that nurseries do in the fens. So that's Cleome, so they're doing okay. Just to update you on the peacock orchids, if you remember, this is one of my favourite summer bulbs. I bought 200 this year, and these were sown on the 7th of March. Well, sown's the wrong word. These were planted because these are bulbs. Sorry the sunlight's in my eyes. David, you need to buy a shade, a blind. Oh yes, we've had that conversation. Morning, morning Paul, morning Ellie. That conversation has been had, and I'm looking into it. Just a blind that comes down a part way to stop the glare of the sun and to improve these super morning broadcasts. Anyway, the peacock orchid has a very distinctive sort of shape when it comes up. I don't know if you can see that on the camera there. Yeah, look, that shows it. Look at that fantastic sort of red leaves. Yeah, they're a bit like a gladiolo type bulb, but they have this beautiful delicate white with the maroon centre flowers. But that is one bulb there, and I think you can see there's already 2 main shoots, and there's another shoot coming. So you'll get 3 or 4 main shoots, and each of them will have 2 or 3 sprays of flowers. So they'll be ready in a few weeks' time, really, to just plant in the garden, just transfer them to your garden, and they should come up every year. So that's the peacock orchid. I was going to quote you the Latin name, but I can't remember it. You can look it up yourselves. It's called peacock orchid, and it's a popular one on the stall. Another popular one on the stall is the Bolero marigolds that David grows from a lot of his own seed. This is one I've taken out of the propagator in the big greenhouse. I wanted to show you these this morning because this sits in the big greenhouse, and what David hasn't done, I don't know whether it's showing on the camera, he hasn't turned the tray around, so all of these seeds are tending to grow that way because the big greenhouse is partly under the shade of the willow tree, the weeping willow. Where have we gone? Come back camera. Oh dear, I didn't know. Why did it whiz over there? Anyway, oh, the sun's gone a bit now, that's better. You can see me. No, what happens with all plants, they'll grow towards the light. So if you try and grow plants on your windowsill, when they shoot up, they will start growing towards the window because they go towards the light. And what's happened here is in the main greenhouse, these plants have been growing away from the willow tree to get more daylight. But basically these are ready to prick out. And what I do with these is I put them into these what did David do with it? Into these trays of 10. Sun's out again, spoiling the view you're getting of me doing this, but there you go. David needs to get a blind, doesn't he? A little tiny blind there. We'll see. It's a bit expensive really, but there you go. Right, here we go. So we just fill this tray up with this basic multi-purpose compost, which sponsorship from Aldi, coming from Aldi, this compost at the moment. If you're listening, Aldi, any donation? Oh, donations! Did you see? Yesterday we went past another red step. It's 43,255 or something like that. So it's gone past 43,250, which is great. Thank you all so much. Right, so there's the tray filled. Then we just take the gloves off again. Are you keeping account of the number of glove changes, Ray? Who else is watching? Oh, Sharon. Morning, Sharon. Morning, John. Yeah, I just dip into these and pick them up. There you go. There's a young marigold plant. You can see the length of the plant and the length of the roots. There's a root at the bottom there. Oh, that's better. It's in focus. Thank you, Susan. Yes, it is brilliant. It's just incredible, really. Even if I say so myself. But there you go. Right, we carry on. So there's one in there. Don't know if you can see this on here. I think you can just about see it. What I tried to do last week was just tilt the tripod, wasn't it? Is that a bit better? I forgot to tilt it at the start, didn't I? I can't see or think what to prop it up on. Anyway, we'll carry on doing this. Put these in here. Oops. So I'm going quiet because I'm having to concentrate doing this, because pulling the roots out, pulling the plants out by the roots with the leaf at the top is quite difficult sometimes. There you go, look at those lovely roots. The start of another lovely Bolero marigold. Gosh, look at the roots on that one. I'm trying to get this in there. That's almost, size-wise, that's almost ready to go in a big pot. I don't know what to do really this year. I might do some sort of trays of 6 or trays of 6 marigolds, trays of 12, something like that. Might do a bit of a change, but then if someone wants to just come along and buy a couple for their pots or whatever they're doing in the garden, you know, they probably just want one. You know, that what I'm doing is the plant store gives you an opportunity to probably just buy 1 or 2 if you want, if that's all you need. You can't really get that sort of service anywhere else. I don't think you go to a garden centre and buy 1 or 2 single marigolds, but you can at the stall, you can at the plant stall. And I've done all the hard work growing the plants. All you've got to do is just transfer them to your pots or your garden, and you'll get beautiful flowers all summer. Sorry about the squeakiness in the background, it's my potting shed door in this nasty wind that we've got at the moment. There you go, I've done 10. That's 10 Bolero marigolds. Come back, camera, come back. There you go. Right. David needs to think of a way of stopping this squeaky door. Well, the answer to that is, what I'm working on is to put a proper sort of door stop to the frame, and the potting shed came with quite a, well, it is a shed at the end of the day, isn't it? But the door is pretty basic, let's say. Let's say it's just basic. So that's another job to do. Right, Bolero marigold, Bolero marigold, and the date as sown. Let's have a look at the date. Can't see the 12th of April. 12th of April. What's the date today? Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Sunday the 12th of April.
12th? No, that's not the 12th of April. Wait. That's the 2nd of April. Good job I checked it with Alexa, isn't it? Eh? Yeah, I've got Alexa here to talk to now, so that's quite good. There you go, Bolero marigold, 2nd of April, and they just need watering in, and they'll be in the main greenhouse later after we finish this broadcast. And what else have we got going on? I'm still sowing seeds. We'll just sow some more seed while we're talking. What's that rubbish in there, David? Get rid of that. Just have a quick break. No, you don't, Susan. Just let them grow naturally. You don't need to take tips out. Morning, Kathy. Hope you're okay. It's not the chair, Matthew. It's the shed, potting shed door. It squeaks. I suppose at the end of the day, Matthew, I could put a bit of WD-40 on the hinges. That might sort it. Anyway, I digress. Right. So what we're going to do now is very quickly, we'll just sow some more seed. Very late in the season, but there will be still a demand in the summer for these when they're ready. They'll probably be ready sort of, very squeaky, that door. You're right, Matthew. Right, I get my bit of wood here. So I've got some compost in the tray, almost filled to the top, and I just press it down. For those of you that watch this regularly, you'll know what I'm going to do next. Though I have to say, with the seeds that I'm about to sow, it is very difficult. So we got the compost nice and flat, then we use the edge of the wood to make an indent. I'm going quiet so I'm concentrating. I put an indent in the compost. We've actually managed to get 5 rows across there. Ah, there you go, you can see that. And the reason to do that is to then sow the seed in the rows so that when they come up they're easier to prick out because they're in rows. None of this Monty Don flick the seed everywhere all over there or just get it in your hands and flick it about. No, David tries to do it properly and put them in rows like this. Now, I say properly, I'm being flippant there really. I'm not, it's not a proper way. There's no proper way of doing it. You do it the way you want to do it. Monty does it his way, I do it my way. Right, so we've got string of pearls lobelia. Yes, very late, I know, but we're still going to sow it. So here we go. And string of pearls is a mixture of white, mauve and blue. And it's a beautiful lobelia that I'm just looking. It says sow January, February, March, April. Well, we're in April. Plants out May and June, and it flowers July to October. That's what it says on there. And this one is string of pearls. So there's the picture there. Beautiful mixture. Morning Fiona. Right, so take the seed out. Now this is one of those seeds that I think I've told you before, because the seed of lobelia is so small, like begonias, it does need the daylight to germinate. So unlike many other seeds, you don't actually cover these at all. Now, they come in a foil packet, and just to make you aware, we are talking lots here, because look, that's the number of seeds on the packet. We've got 2,500 seeds in this little tiny packet. So this is where I spend a lot of time just sort of flicking the packet to hope that the seed inside goes down to the bottom, because I'm going to make a cut just across the top where the seal part is. David needs to get his scissors, which are under these marigolds. We'll do a squeaky door. There we go. Scissors. And I'm going to just cut across the top there. Be very careful here, because there might, oh right, that's perfect. That's just opened up the foil. No, I don't know whether you're all watching have seen the lobelia seed, and I don't know whether I'm going to even be able to show you, but it's like dust. If you look in there, I'm trying to look in the camera, you can just about see it. It is really like dust. I'll try and do this as close as I can to the camera. Basically, you just tap the packet so let the seed drop down. Oh, it's coming down now. I'm trying to show you. There you go. There's the seed. All right, I'm going to put it down. I'm going to have to put it down and concentrate. I'm going to just open the packet. Sorry I went quiet there. This is very, very delicate. I don't really can you see the little tiny seeds on the packet? I don't think you're going to even be able to see this. Just trying to show you can't see them really, but there are still seeds on there. With lobelia, unlike almost every other plant that I can think of, when you prick lobelia out, you don't prick individual plants. You prick out a clump of plants, because they're so small, and you know, in a way, with lobelia, especially with string of pearls, it's really nice that you do that, because you probably get in one sort of clump, you could get a mix of white, mauve, and blue in one particular plant. Now I'm going to try and hold this. Some camera's playing up now, isn't it? Come back here. Right. I'm trying to see if I can get this in focus. See if you can see the seeds on the tray. I think you can see them actually. Sort of slightly brown. There you go. So all I do now, just with the ball of one finger, middle finger in this case, is just press down each row so that the seed is in contact. Let's turn around to do it the other side. So the seed is in contact with the compost. And all I need to do then, and I didn't bring it in, as I said earlier, I didn't bring it in, so we're not going to be able to do it this morning. But this will have a very, very light spray, very fine spray. And I will have to keep spraying that to keep it moist, which is quite a challenge in these sunny days. In the sunny days, even in the propagators, you sometimes have to put shade over to stop the sun drying all the seeds out. And the most important thing, of course, which you all know about, is to write the label with today's date. So it's lobelia, string of pearls, and today's date, which is the 12th of April. Gosh, it will soon be donation day again. Donation day is on the 15th. There you go, and that is those completed. That's a tray of what Sharon said. I think I might just try sewing them straight into a hanging basket. You can try, see what happens. Yeah, let me know, Sharon. Let me know if it works. I think you've got to, when you say hanging basket, I wouldn't leave it outside. You have to have it inside, because the seeds is just going to blow off. So that's that's another one of those to go in the greenhouse in the propagator. Lobelia string of pearls. I haven't got much time left. I'll just quickly just give you an update. I've got there's half a box left in terms of the dahlias that I'm doing for you from Farmer Gracie. Farmer Gracie, there's another plug for you if you're watching. I'm doing the dahlias, and this one is particularly large. I don't know why. This is called Valeska. I don't know whether that was one we good morning Maddie, good morning Nita. I don't know whether Valeska was one that we did last week or not. Very large tuber, this one. David's knocked his clock off. There you go. That's another thing that goes wrong. So that's the tuber. That is where the dahlia was growing last year. That's where all the shoots will come out. So yeah, I've got a pot here of slightly recycled compost. Just take most of it out here because this has got to go down to the bottom. squeaky door for those that just joined. Nothing to do. Well, I can put some WD-40 on, but it's just the wind, isn't it? I mean, the days are beautiful, but why do we still get these winds? There you go. I'll just top it up with the other Audi Special Compost. There you go. Another plug for Audi. Why can't I get these companies to sponsor me? That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? So that's Burlesco, and that's in a pot with the top of the stem just showing there. Another label to write, David. And I've all got writing labels. Writing lollipop sticks. So here we go. Burlesco. So I'll put Dahlia. Burlesco, sorry, 12th of the April, 12th April. There you go, that's another one done. I reckon I've probably got about 15 to 20 to do, so that's another Dahlia done. There you go, just put that down on the floor for a second. And the other thing I wanted to quickly show you before we finish today is that I purchased at great expense for you on the stall these super duper there's the price label, David, take that off. Super duper trays, pots. They're 100% recycled plastic, as the sticker says there, and they've got an integral sort of saucer, so you could have them in the house. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pot up with some of the plants that are on the stool so you can see what we've got. So I'm just going to put in some of the compost at the bottom. Now I say on the stool, not everything's on the stool. This is my last tete-a-tete daffodil, so that's going to go in this one. So this will be a special one for first come first served, whoever gets this one. And what we will do in here, something I've got in the polytunnel grow and they've not been out the front yet, I've got these fritilla's. Really interesting sort of yellow green flower, and it's cool. I'm not going to be able to pronounce this. It's Fritilla acometa. See, I can't pronounce it. It's ACMOPETALA, and these were planted on the 31st of January. So I'm going to put a couple of these in the middle as well. Quite moist they are. I'll leave the label in as well so people can see what they are. I said a couple, so let's get another one. Here we go. Where's that one there? Go on, David. Interesting. It's going to be an interesting pot, this one, isn't it? I bet if my sister was watching, she's not at the moment for various reasons. But there you go. There's two of those. These are on the stool. This is a grape hyacinth called White Magic. Look at the, there's two bulbs in there. Look at the number of flower heads coming up. So that one's called White Magic. We'll put that around the side, like something like that. We've got Yellow Alison. It doesn't look much at the moment, but this has got a flower bud coming. It's got a bit of pampas fluff from the front stool there, but it's got a yellow flower bud coming. I'll put that in around the outside as well. So that's called Saxatile. I don't know whether Ali's watching, but she bought some Saxatile off me the other week and asked what they were when she got home. This is an allium. This is Allium molly, which is M-O-L-Y. I don't know how you pronounce it really. It's got two lovely plants in there, and they have beautiful yellow flowers. There's lots of those on the stool at the moment, so that's going to go into this arrangement. Like so. Get a couple of those in. We've got some Little Beauty pink miniature tulips. Look at that. How beautiful is that? We'll get some of that in as well. Gosh, I'm knocking compost all over the seat here, David. What are you doing? I'll be tidying up later, aren't I? This is the last of the healthcare tulips currently in flower. I don't know whether anyone's got any of those at home. Quite an interesting flower. I'll put that one in. This is a beautiful Alaska. I'm gone over my time, but I'm going to carry on. This is an Alaska, because my sister's not watching. I can carry on for a little few more minutes if everyone's happy to carry on watching. Good morning, Claire. Just doing a quick bulb. This is an Alaska Muscari. We'll put one of those in as well. David hasn't got this quite right because he's got two Muscari next to each other. There you go. Just do that. Just change that, and then what I'll do is I've got some little violas. I'll just put a couple of those. Just tuck them in between these plants at the side here. Just there's the moving blue one there. Look at that beautiful flower on that one. Look at that, beautiful. Put that on this side. There you go. Just tuck that in there. Now what I need to do, this is just, I've got to clear these pots away first because I've lost sight of my potting material here. There you go. It's right. Look, I don't know how many plants are in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 plants, probably 10 plants. So this, this is going to be priced at £10. There are so many plants in here, and I've had to buy the pot. So you're going to get all these plants, all these lovely spring plants. All of these can be bought individually on the stall, but if you want to give this as a present for someone, to a loved one, this will be available today for £10, just £10. First come, first served. And it's the last of the Tete-a-Tete Narcissus. That is the very last one I've got in flower like that. And what I'm going to do, and you've got these Fratillas as well, just going to, if I can grab it down here, I'm just going to finish it off with a little bit of moss in between the plants, as well as it's a special pot. Gone well over my time. I bet Matthew's thinking, what is Dad doing here? Well, it doesn't matter. Sally's not watching at the moment, so don't worry about it. Just do that there as well. Get some more on this side. So you've got some plants here in flower, some in bud, and so you're going to love the flowers that this gives for a longer period, because you've got different stages, different plants at different stages. And I don't know how long the Fratillas last. They've probably only been out a few days already, so it's a job to get these, just firming this down here. You got that one down there. Just clear the edge of the pot. And with that, I'm going to bring the live feed to a close. I wish you all a happy week, and we'll see you again next week, same time, same place. And thank you all for the donations to the stall. Keep them coming. That is some pot. Lovely spring pot, absolutely gorgeous. And David just loves his plants, doesn't he? Absolutely. So I'm putting £10 on this, and you're getting a really, really nice pot. And I wish you all a lovely week. Have a great day. Have a great day, Claire. Yes, everyone have a great time. And I'll just move the camera to the outside to remind you of my lovely view, and then I'll close it. Thank you. Bye all. Bye.